purposefully mean, and it's so annoying. It's
I had to teach you time traveling.
it's purposely built to save it's purposely built to waste your time. Purposely.
Have to teach you time traveling, man. It's not like it's on the game manual or something. Like nobody reads that.
No, it's the last part of Palm Tree. You know what I'm talking about, the end of Palm Tree
Yeah,
Panic
yeah,
too. That part's
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. I know that. It's like, ugh. Man. Hey. Wait.
Ooh, I
Okay,
got 30 exactly. Holy shit.
Okay, I got whacked, but not too much. But I still got whacked. I missed it. I missed a cycle on this stage because I was slowly behind by 1 second on the last stage.
So now I missed the whole cycle. Whole thing's gone to shit.
Just because I was slightly slow on the last stage. Haha, funny game this time.
Funny game design. Ooh, you're so funny. Oshima, you're so funny, Oshima. Thank God you didn't build Sonic Superstars like this, or I would have had to fucking kill myself. Anyway.
Man, it's so sad to be the only Sonic Superstars fan out there because like, I feel like everyone hates me.
No one hates you. I mean, I think Super Sonic is a good game. But that's about it. It's not great. It's just good.
I mean, from the classic games, I think it's the one that I'm most connected with, since Sonic Knuckles.
Actually, how did you play it? You said you can't play Origins because your computer dies, but you can play Superstars?
Yeah, I told you, like, my 2 GB of RAM somehow managed to squish the game.
How did you...
with 50 with 10 minutes of loading screens, but I managed to. Of course, I got an upgrade, and now the loading screens are non-existent.
And how did you beat... How did you beat Frontiers on your computer?
No, I didn't beat on my PC. I played on PS4. That
Okay.
is not mine, and the game was gifted by a friend. So yeah, I got lucky.
Okay, because I'm like, how? Because I was like, how can your computer run Frontiers but can't run the menus of Origins? I was very confused about that, but that makes sense now. What games can't you play because your hardware is absolute dog water?
Yeah, I actually was testing a lot of things recently with the PC upgrade I got recently. So I pretty much I can take part of most of the games, except for the ones that, of course, I'm not going to take part because I never played them before, and I'm actually curious to play them casually. For example, Sacred Rings, Black Knight, and Project 06. I think I can actually squish some runs items on them, but I'm not too sure.
I know for Secret Ring point, gonna be the only submission for Secret Rings. No one's gonna want to speedrun that game. The game's too annoying to fucking speedrun. It's annoying to play.
If I had a way to play all the games, I will be the only your only competition on everyone. On every single game.
I'm the only person playing every single game, I know that. Which is fine by me, it gives me more chances to get points, but like, I barely got edged out of Sonic 1, which pisses me off. I got edged out by like a few seconds.
Yeah. God had to nerf me somehow.
Speedrunning.
God knew I would be too powerful if I actually had a decent PC.
God, no way this happened to me. No way. No shot. No shot.
Yay, Metal Sonic. Wow.
Oh, in some games you might get screwed over by loading screens.
I mean, kinda, yeah, but like, it doesn't happen when you are good at the game. You know?
I mean, there's loading screens between levels, I mean.
Yeah, but again, what's the matter when you're actually good at the game that mitigates the time loss? Oh, I can't wait for Sonic Adventure 2 Dark Story because only because Matt Space. I really want to see how much people screw the throws the game because Matt Space.
Headspace will be the run killer. The two levels that are the run killer in fucking Sonic Adventure 2 is Death Chamber is the Great Equalizer. Um,
Yeah, because the level itself is so boring
Death, Ch-
without going out of bounds.
Death Chamber is the Great Equalizer, and so is Mad Space. Those are the two levels that, like, doesn't matter if you're good. Sometimes you could just get fucked up by emerald placement.
Yeah, the only way that you can mitigate the time loss there is just like not knowing where are the pieces, and that's
It's like,
and knowing that is like
luckily, I play SA2 so much over the course of my life, I have most of the emerald pieces memorized from hints. Because we're not playing for rank, so you could just run up to all the hint monitors you want. And I actually know what the hints mean.
yeah, but you realize it's still slower because you need to wait like 5 seconds until the monitor refreshes and gives you the new hint.
How is that slower than wandering around the level not knowing where the fuck it is to even search?
Oh no, you take the first hint and by that you.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm gonna take the first hint, and then if I can't find it off the first hint, then get a second hint. That's usually on the way. Alright, it's basic clarification. And since we're playing from, and because we're playing from new game, a new game file instead of with upgrades, because we're doing that, the emerald pieces are gonna be in the same spot. Not in the same spot, but I mean like they have a limited.
Yeah, there is not underground because you have the show gloves.
It's like because you don't have the shovel gloves, but even when you get the shovel gloves, there's just certain places that they don't spawn on your first playthrough. Because
Okay, I'm not going.
They don't.
I got a run, but
they are random, but at least from experience, there's a certain pool that they give you on your first playthrough. There's certain places they won't be.
Yeah. For example, I know on Pumpkin Hill, like they will give you a piece that is underground if you on your first time playing the level, because they need to make sure you got the show gloves.
It's just it's easier to predict on your first try than on the later tries where they just give you all the fucking combinations possible.
So true. I mean,
but then
if you get the set knowledge, like yeah, it's cool because there is a weird geometry math based with the pieces. Like the pieces 1 or 2 are completely had some kind of relation. Like the piece 2 will never spawn close to a certain radius of the piece 1, and then the piece 3 it's going to be related to a certain triangulation position between piece 1 and 2.
Jesus. Well, no one's gonna have that down.
Yeah.
Because that takes years of practice, not a few weeks.
That time I got really bored that I decided to watch some videos and so that's how this works. I wasn't even a Sonic Adventure 2 runner at that point.
Like, for me, the knuckle stages aren't that bad to practice. Like, just going into them and just learning where all the pieces are is pretty, like, it's like just going, like, okay, learning what hint means what they mean by each hint, you know what I mean? Knuckle stages are fine. I just don't like Rouge. All her stages suck.
Yeah, for me the big problem with some of the hints, like there is 2 or 3 hints that are the same but belongs to different pieces. For example, there's one on Pumpkin Hill that is a double containers. It could be on 3 different locations.
Yeah, because because Pumpkin Hill is spread up very specifically. You know? I love how the Knuckles. It's like the reason why I have such beef with the Rouge stages is because of the last I finally understood why in the last race is that Knuckles' stages are designed better. Like they have way more thought put into them. Like of like where shit could be and where it should be, and like what hints you're gonna get for those things are thought out way deeper in Knuckles' campaign. Unlike with Rouge, where it feels like they just were like, bro, it just gotta be somewhere.
I think like the best
All her
rosters
levels
for
are just
Rouge
Knuckles
stages.
levels with gimmicks. Literally every single Rouge level is a Knuckles level with gimmick, except for Security Hall, and it still has a gimmick.
The gimmick is being pain in the ass.
The gimmick
But it's
is-
a gimmick nonetheless.
I don't know. I like a security hall because it's like a really interesting concept of the level. Like
Well, here's
for
the
the part
problem.
that the emeralds are on the safest, and I don't know. I think that's really cool.
What I hate
Here's
is
the
the
problem with
fucking
concepts.
safes, though. I hate the safes. I think they're bad. They barely work, and then you gotta figure out, oh man, I gotta go up there, turn on a switch to open this safe that I know that the emerald's behind. You're just wasting my time. In a level with a time limit, I do not want to deal with this right now.
I mean, it's 5 minutes. Most of the continents, treasure continent stages are like what, 1 minute? That's long. Except
If
for
you're
Death
good,
Chamber,
that's not fair to put if you played the game for 10 years logic to your first time. On people's first try, they are not beating the treasure hunting stages in a minute.
Of course. Casually, every single stage is going to be a pain in the ass.
I think a lot of people though have this weird stigma where they just don't want to talk to the hints, like they see that as losing, or even people who when they're trying to get A ranks. I've seen people do like the A rank thing, and they like don't ask the hints, and it's like, you know, you can still get an A rank and ask the hints if you just ask the hints and then find the emerald quickly. And so you can still get the A rank. It's not that big of a deal. Because your time bonus will be insane.
Yeah, while you get the hint and complete the level under a minute, it's guaranteed A rank.
Guaranteed A rank with a minute 30. Sometimes even 2 minutes if you're fast. I mean, if you didn't ask for too many hints. I mean, like if you ask for one hint per emerald, you get it done in about 2 minutes, you're good.
Yeah, except for Wild Canyon is like insanely hard for some reason to get the A rank.
Really? I get that in my sleep. Like when I was recording footage for the SA2 video, I got that.
I always like, for example, on my speedrun attempts, when I used it to run that game, but I stopped it because I completely forgot how much I hate the actual big boy strat skips for Sonic Adventure 2. Like I always got between between B ranks and of course A rank because going fast by like 20 points or something.
That's depressing.
For me, like getting an A rank, like of course, like without thinking on with kindness, like insanely hard. Last night I thought we actually had to do last story as well, and that would mean like, oh man, I have to do the underwater section, but no, I just checked that we don't.
Yeah, I chose not to do last story because last story's like 30 minutes. Kind of a wasted run, you know.
I mean, this stage, how this stage is called? I don't remember the name of the last stage.
Cannon's Core?
Yeah, that one. It's a fun level, except for Knuckles' part.
It's fine.
Like,
it's
I completely.
It's a cool idea for a last level. I rock with it.
I learned how to skip that part, like going out of bounds, because I don't understand the underwater section with Knuckles.
What do you mean? you just go, you hit the thing on the top path, and then you go down, and then just do it quickly. Hit the button and get out of there.
Yeah, no, there is a way to go out of bounds. Like, yeah, you just adjust the collision,
I
of
mean,
course,
yeah, of
because
course
it's
there's
really
a way
funny
to go
game.
out of bounds. I'm saying the actual way to beat it isn't that complicated.
Yeah, no, it's mostly because the time and stuff. Like, yeah, you stop the time and stop the water flowing to make you go back, and that's yeah thing. Because like I'm usually too short. So I completely learned how to go the found because I didn't want to deal with with that part. And its section is neat though. But my favorite I think is Eggman or Rush because they are nice.
Yeah. Can you not be the worst right now? Thank you. Get me out of here. 105. And that was actually some of my best wacky workbench.
Did you get whack?
At 105, and that's one of my better wacky workbenches. I got unlucky for a little bit by just the wrong rotation, so I had to wait longer than I wanted.
Now I just realized that Wacky World 1 and 2 are just complete opposites. Like the goal on one is on the bottom part, and the goal for the Act 2 is on the top part. Like, why?
Yeah, why are you like this game? Why are you dedicated to being frustrated?
I had so many questions about designing Sonic games in general.
Sonic 2 broke me. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Why is the bottom path always the fucking fastest? Like, very rarely is taking the top path the correct option. I've seen people get, like, the fastest path in Aquatic Ruin is actually going in the water if you just do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Which I just was like, no, I'm not learning how to do that perfectly. I'd rather take the top path, which is 2 seconds slower.
I believe in Origins the top path is actually faster because the drop dash is cracked.
No, Origins, the drop dash
Yeah,
isn't that fast.
no, because I saw a run like 2 days ago, no, yesterday, that they used the drop dash on slopes on Origins,
Oh yeah,
and they
on slopes it speeds up tremendously because it's
yeah,
just
and
a quick spin dash.
yeah, because that like the top path on Aquatic Rain in Origins is there really fast.
Can you not, Jim? God damn it! There's no. Why does slowing down and ending up in the fucking spring holders keep my speed? Doesn't even make sense. And I accidentally destroyed the fucking robot generator. Okay, we're just doing this now. The panels once again fucking up my whole day. My God, stop. Oh my.
You know, I just remembered something.
What?
I'm trying to add some kind of levity to the situation.
Yeah, what's up?
So, old games, a lot of them don't run on Windows. Most of them just run on DOS. And the remedy for this, many people have done this thing called making a source port for the game. As the game's source code exists.
Yeah.
This mostly exists for, again, DOS games, like Commander Keen and Duke Nukem. Also Doom, Wolfenstein, all this jazz. Most popular Doom source port is GZ Doom.
Okay.
And for Doom mods, they have these things called the CAC Awards. 1 year, and I forget which 2010 this was. It was somewhere before 2014.
Oh, I was like, which
So-
2010? What is that?
Which year in the 2010s? So, from what I remember, it was between 2010 and 2014. This one mod that was, well, according to the person that made it, he accidentally left a magnet next to the hard drive that contained it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's still functional, but it doesn't run on GZ Doom. It runs on the outdated Z-Doom source port. When I say outdated, I mean nobody's working on it.
Uh-huh.
This mod successfully ran, and you can play through it. It's an offense to the senses, but you can do it. And it won a CAC award. And the developer of GZ Doom had a bitch fit about it.
Oh, why?
Because, well, for one, he thinks he's the second coming of Christ, even though his source port is kind of dog shit, all things considered. Like, it keeps getting unoptimized with each update.
That's not good.
No, and also he has, like, a bunch of shitty options like bilinear filtering on by default, because he can't stand to look at pixely games.
I mean, that's fair. Some pixely games are a feast for the eyes. Ugh. Sometimes they're cheap.
Yeah.
Sometimes they were made with CRTs in mind, so when you take away the CRT filter, some effects look really, really bad.
But at the same time, Doom looks fine.
Yeah, I tried
It's
playing.
not something that...
I actually played a bit of OG Doomer not too long ago. It was very frustrating. I couldn't jump.
That was before jumping existed, so yeah.
Like, why can't I jump?
yeah,
How come it took game designers 50 years to realize, man,
yeah,
jumping should be a main mechanic in, like, almost every game?
You're saying that, but it's more like, hey, when were game designers able to program jumping into their games?
It's pretty easy to program jump into your games. You know why? Because it was on the fucking Atari.
Yeah. You know what this isn't? An Atari game.
So you're telling me that PCs were weaker than Ataris, and they could not handle jumping?
no, they couldn't.
No, I'm saying this code was fucking brand new and they didn't know how to make that shit back then.
All you have to do is move the camera up. It's a first-person game.
I think about like the key binding of that.
You click button, camera moves upwards. Boom. They do it when you're walking in a walk cycle. They can figure it out. Well, I got unlucky. All I'm saying is that was not a hard game design feat because other games figured it out.
Yeah, and people managed to do the same thing on the engine 4 years later. You have to remember, Doom 1 was... OG Doom were the first games on that engine.
Was that in Wolfenstein, right?
Wolfenstein didn't have height, so there was no need to jump.
I'm just.
Wolfenstein was just a flat plane.
That sounds boring.
Oh yeah, the excitement there was Nazi murder.
No!
On big secrets.
Luckily, he was right in front of a checkpoint. Lost a few seconds. There we go. Get me out of here. Okay, 25 minutes. I'm in the same place I was last time. Metallic Madness 3, just don't be Metallic Madness 3. What happened? Did you choke?
I'm cringing at one bad jump. that point, I reached to that point. That
No way! I jumped down onto the blue platform, and the blue platform I decided to land on was the one that was falling. No way for me to know. Pure luck. And bad luck got me. I hate this so much.
It is not a funny game.
Not a good game. Kids try to tell you otherwise.
I mean, I actually had fun learning the game because, of course, every game is fun when something goes right. You know, when the stuff goes right, any game is fun.
Yeah, I agree. The game works. I mean, for me, even playing this game casually is a pain in the ass for me. Well, not even a pain in the ass. It's just kind of, I don't like how it's designed on a fundamental level. It's gonna be so real.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, actually, this game is like pretty much the antis of Sonic, of what Sonic wanted
It's
to
like
tell you.
It's like, dude, and the thing is, I like Sonic 1 more than Sonic 2, so I should love this game by default, apparently. But that is just not the case, because it doesn't have a lot of the things that I like about Sonic 1.
No, I'm not going to take it.
I like Sonic 1 for very specific reasons. This game has none of that.
Why do you like Sonic 1?
I like Sonic 1 because it has all those fun shortcuts and requires learning the level to find those shortcuts, and those shortcuts are really fun to take and to find. And really rewarding, and that leads to a really fun gameplay loop for me. All the annoying stuff in Sonic 1 basically can just be skipped if you just know how to play the game and find a way around it. Everything that sucks has a solution. I like games like that.
Oh yeah, people just
Also,
cringing
something
about
I shared.
Labyrinth 1, and Labyrinth 1 has a shortcut like to skip all the underwater section.
Pretty much. I love stuff like that. It's like, oh, that's cool. The only level you have to play the underwater is Act 2, and Act 2 isn't that bad. It's like the best Labyrinth Zone act.
Yeah,
And
and
in-
even Act 3, like
In 3,
of
just
course,
fall down to the lower pathway. There's a secret chamber that leads you to a water route, and then you get to fly down and skip the entire platforming part of the level, and actually go to a fun water slide. Like that's cool. That's fun for me. It's like, oh, I explored the level, I found something new, and I got rewarded. I don't get that out of Sonic City.